Thanks, guys. Appreciate you being here. It was a good win versus South Carolina. I think it started out with a lot of the home games that we've had, Arkansas, LSU, and Auburn, that we got leads and obviously maintained the lead. It was a good feeling. Got a good day Thursday, and preparation for Florida. Obviously, Florida's really good team, had a great comeback win, got down 22 in the second half, played great offensively, guarded in the second half, and so it's looks and plays just like an NCAA tournament team. I think their team, and probably Mike would tell you, they're still a really young team, and playing a lot of freshmen, and but a very talented offensive and defensive group. So, but we're looking forward to it Monday. Hope we had a great crowd, good weather, and be a good environment here tomorrow.
Prognosis on Sammy still about the same, week or two?
Yeah, he tried a little bit yesterday. He can do some little non-contact running, but unless something really happens, he won't be available for tomorrow.
Dude mentioned that he felt like and you talked about it, that he'd been a bad practice player, but that he's kind of come around the last 2 weeks after y'all had to sit down. What was that sit down like, and what have you seen from him in practice?
Yeah, I just think that, he shot himself in the foot a few times. The dude we talked about it. I'd go in the staff meeting and say, guys, okay, we're going to give dude an opportunity today. And he just would have a really kind of poor outing at a practice or a bad game day practice. And so I just think, like a lot of young guys, he's matured. He kind of understands what's expected about every rep. And he, like a lot of our young guys, they're still not there yet, but he has. He's been a lot better. Body language been a lot better in practice, receives coaching better. He never was bad, but just to a point where you really got to be. And and sometimes you sit on that bench long enough where you just really want to play. And I think now he's kind of just giving his whole self into hopefully the process. And he gave us really good minutes. Plus 16 the other night.
Whether it's dude or someone else, what does it mean to have that eighth person that you kind of trust in the rotation?
Yeah, we just found out this is that when we started trying to play 10 guys in a game, our team would play poorly. We were trying to play Carlos and Franco and Dude. I was just trying to search to find some of those guys, and so we just kind of said we're going to try to play 8 guys, and those 8 could change based on practice. But kind of going into our practice today, it'll probably be Bryce and Austin and Dude off the bench, and Dude's practicing better, and Sammy's kind of got a little nicked up. So they gave him an opportunity, and so it's helped us. We've shortened the bench. For a while we've gotten such foul trouble all the time, that it seemed like KJ's on the bench, Dean was on the bench, and so that didn't help. So for those guys, we're trying to manage that by playing some zone and getting the Dean out after he gets his first foul, just to kind of get him to catch his breath and make a silly second one. And so some of those things have hopefully helped our team.
How often do you get a young freshman in here that kind of just doesn't understand quickly enough how to practice?
Yeah, it happens all the time. You can look around the country and you start saying, okay, how come this McDonald American is averaging 5 or 6 points? Or how come so-and-so that was a 4-star player and you saw him get 28 a game in high school, he can't get off the bench for a certain team? His talent is still there, but it's just usually his toughness, his basketball IQ, and his motor. That's just those 3 things. And so when you get young guys that can have toughness and IQ, the coaches will let them go through mistakes, So it's just, it happens. And the guys that stay patient, will usually figure it out. They want to play, badly enough. And I think it happens in every sport all across the place.
Hadim's had his most consistent stretch of